Hello, today's video will be me showing you guys how I'm going to fill my KX125 shock with oil. That's my KX there. It's a 1986 model, and that's the oil I'll be using. Got it today. I've not done this many times before, so I'm not really sure if this is the 100% correct way. More than a how-to, this video is going to be solely, it's more to show you guys my experience and teach you guys. And at the end I'll put the shock back on and I'll show you the results and I'll give feedback on how it went. But to be realistically, this is my first time and it's just me showing what I'm going to do. So leave in the comment section below if I'm doing anything wrong, any suggestions, any tips for other people to see, a mistake that I did, or anything, you know. But so yes, enjoy. So the first thing I'm going to do is extend this shock at the back, and hopefully the camera can see. I'm going to attempt to pour some oil in this hole here. To do that, I have my funnel. Well, not a very big funnel, it's just the lid of this, and I chopped it down because I'm gonna try not to spill any, but if any spills, what can you do? Oh no, already spilled some. Not quite sure how much to fill up. Alright, I'm just wasting a lot of this, so I'm going to take this off and try to pour this in. Alright, this ain't working. I'm going to close the camera now and I'm going to try to figure a way to pour this stuff in efficiently, because I'm just spilling it all on the table and this is expensive stuff, so I'll be back in a second. So that tip that I was just using a second ago, I electric taped it to the end of a bigger funnel, so I'm just going to give that a go. Hopefully this will work this time round. I need to levitate this, so I'm just going to put this here, put this on here, and the camera's not picking up on it, but I'm pouring the stuff in at the moment. Not quite sure how much I'm going to put in, but we all learn from our mistakes, don't we? Put a bit more in. Tilt it up. And I'm guessing that's filled up now, as it did just spill everywhere. So I'm just going to put this aside. I think that's full up to the top now. And I'm going to get this thing, and I'm going to fill this up with oil now. Poured a bit of oil in, and all the oil's poured out. So am I not going to put any in here? I'm not sure. Okay, so I guess I put my screw on now, and things have got a lot slipperier than they were. Oh, this is going to be a crap video, I know, but I want to share my experience, you know. People can learn from my mistakes. That's if I am making one. Hopefully I'm not, but I probably am. Put the second screw in. I don't think there's a special way of putting these ones in, to be honest. Worst case, that's not going in, or is it? Worst case, if my redneck job of a shock doesn't work, I'll probably have to just get a new shock or get this one redone. Just use some pliers to get that tight. Not using the right tools, you know, the way I roll. And I'm going to compress it a few times. Put some weight onto it. That is a lot stiffer than it was before. So, to put this clip back on, just going to use a rubber mallet and clip it on. And didn't put it in evenly, so giving me problems. I think the trick is, I was told that you have to try to put them evenly, otherwise they don't go in these, whatever these are called. Press the shock a bit. You know, I might edit this part of the video out. I usually try not to edit parts of my videos out because I like to let my viewers see all the problems I have, everything. Because a lot of people on YouTube, they edit out all their problems, which make them seem like they get everything right the first time. But I'm not going to do that. So, now that we've got this camera here, done that, I'm just going to close the camera, give this area a nice wipe, and I'll be back. So my workspace is relatively clean, and here's my spring, which just slides on. Some springs have a right way up, so take note of that. It's trying to pull the... Sorry about that. I forgot that this was compressed. Spring just pulls on nicely, and this clip here sits on the spring like that. Well, actually, I might not actually sit like that. I'm just going to give this a yeah, you got to firstly make sure that your shock's the right way up, because mine had the right way up. as I just realised. That should just slide nicely. This clip goes as such. Sorry, wait. Wait, is that right? Is that right? Okay, wrong assembly there. Take this C clip off, get the round one, put the round one on, and then this C clip slides over that one there. Yeah, that seems about more realistic. Yeah. And just going to tighten up these because they're leaking. Shows how much of an idiot I am. Alright, so now that that's tight, hopefully that shouldn't leak now. I'm going to keep an eye on them, just in case they do decide to leak. Get your retaining screw, retaining nut. Not exactly 100% sure what they're called, but you want to screw this in until it's relatively tight. You can tighten up later on the bike. Well, that's what I'm going to do anyways, because I'm only going to test this out. Put it on my bike quickly, see if it works. If the shock does work, I'll probably get it nitrogened. In case you don't know, this little accessory that's on the shock gets filled up with nitrogen, with a special nitrogen tank. Alright, that's just about tight enough, I reckon. Watch out for any leaks once you put it back on. And to install it on your bike, it's a completely different story. I'm not going to show it on camera, but all it is nothing major. If I can kind of show it, there's a clamp like that on your bike, goes through the hole, easy, anyone can do it. So I'll turn the camera back on once I put it on the bike, just to update you guys on whether this worked or not. So I'll be back in an instant.